Hello, coaches. Welcome to another live stream with Sade Johnson here in the Paperbell Society Facebook group, or you might be watching this on YouTube, my YouTube channel, Sade Johnson. Just search that and you'll find it. But welcome. Today we're going to be doing a training all about Paperbell 101. I thought we would just go back to the basics, see what Paperbell is all about. And because I know, particularly in this group with coaches, a lot of you have joined and you've only just heard about Paperbell. You're not quite sure if it's actually going to work for your business. And so I'm here to give you all the details, all about that. And I also had a little thread going on inside the Paperbell group, which I brought up here. And there were two questions, well, technically three questions that were asked there. So I will be addressing those questions as well. And if you have any questions, definitely leave them down in the comments so that I can answer them. I'm having a weird lighting situation right now. As you can see, like all these lines, they're coming from my blinds. So that's why I'm like over to the side like this, because it will get in my eyes. But also, it's kind of convenient that I can lean over because then you can see my beautiful board that I created, which is the names of all the founding members of my course, Power Up with Paperbell. So excited. So we'll talk about that later. But right now, we're going to talk about Paperbell. And let me know in the comments if you're watching live and where you're watching from. I love to see that. I'm in California, in case you didn't know. So I love to see where everyone is watching from because that just blows my mind, especially when it's like somewhere like, I don't know, New Zealand or something. So anyway, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. If you're like me, it's about dinner time and I haven't eaten yet. So we're definitely going to be going efficiently, but still, I want to take the time to actually answer your questions. So I won't rush you, don't worry. Oh, someone is from Kentucky. Awesome. Hey, Kentucky. I can't see your name. I know you're a Facebook user, so thanks so much for watching from the group live from Delaware. I bet you that is Natasha. I feel like Natasha's from Delaware, if I'm remembering correctly. Thank you for doing this. You're so welcome. Of course, this is like the thing I love to do most. And Trinity in Florida. Awesome. Oh my gosh, I haven't been to Florida in years. I've only ever been once, and it was a great, great vacation. I want to go back, so maybe we can meet up. And I hope your name is Trinity, unless Trinity is a city that I've never been to or never heard of. But I feel like maybe your name is Trinity. I don't know. But hello. And you said, come on. Yes, come on. I will. I'm getting the travel bug again in this post pandemic world. I just made a appointment for my passport, so you will see me traveling in the near future, hopefully. So let's go ahead and get started. I have a few slides to share with you that I literally just made, so hopefully there's no typos or anything. Of course, I waited till the last minute to do it. So let me just share my screen right now. Give me a moment. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen, which has my lovely Canva presentation. So let's go ahead and present. Okay, so live training, Paperbell 101, your ultimate guide to simplifying your coaching business. And I'm going to do my favorite thing I love to do, which is confetti. And let me see. I don't know if you can see me at the same time. Yeah, you can see me because I can now see myself. Great. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the mindset shift I love to start with first. If you've been here for a while, you know I love to start with this, but in case you're new, welcome. And the motto for this group, and really the motto for my business and why I do what I do, is running your coaching business gets to be easy. So you may have joined this group and joined this live in like a state of overwhelm or being frazzled or any of those, negative words, because maybe you aren't a techie person, or, you've just tried so many tools that haven't worked for you before. That's totally fine, but you are in the right place now, and running your coaching business really does get to be easy, especially when you know the right tools to use. So that's what I'm here for. Now, I just realized I didn't really introduce myself. I just kind of started going. So in case we haven't met before, I'm Sade Johnson, and I'm the tech strategist for coaches. I specialize in teaching you how to streamline and automate your business using my favorite tech tools. And so one of those is Paperbell. And so that's why I started this group, Paperbell Society, to get you guys on the right track and help where I can. So, first of all, what is Paperbell? Paperbell is the all in one tool that handles scheduling, payments, contracts, and client management. So basically, your clients are going to pay you. This includes payment plans, ongoing subscriptions, group coaching programs, or any multi session types of packages. They can schedule their appointments with you. They can sign contracts electronically with Paperbell. And they also have a hub where they can access any digital downloads that you provide to them. And you may have been trying something maybe like Honeybook or Dubsado. So this tool, Paperbell, is totally different from those particular they're called CRMs, customer relationship managers, because Paperbell was specifically made with coaches in mind. So those tools aren't bad tools per se, but they do have a lot of features that don't really take into account the coaching business model, such as group coaching and multiple one-on-one sessions. So Paperbell was specifically made with the coaching business in mind. So that's why I love it so much for your coaching business. So when you start with Paperbell, you're going to create packages. So everything in Paperbell revolves around creating a package. And a package is anything that you are selling, whether it is free or paid. So your free package may be your discovery call, which is, your sales calls that you provide to see if clients are potential clients are a good fit for you. And then your paid programs are going to be your one-on-one coaching programs, your group programs, or if you sell any type of digital products, like maybe you sell a workbook or some sort of PDF, though you would create a package for that item and sell it using Paperbell. FYI, I am going to actually show you what Paperbell looks like inside. I just made these slides first just to, give an overview, being the teacher that I am inside. So what types of packages can you create? So like I mentioned, you can create one-on-one appointments, also group appointments, meaning group coaching. You can do live online classes. So let's say you have a master class you want to host with Zoom, or you have a live workshop that you want to do. You can just connect Zoom to Paperbell, set it up so that multiple people can purchase that one workshop or live online class, and then all show up to the same Zoom room. You can also do digital downloads, like I mentioned before, or any combination of the above. So really, one reason I love Paperbell is that you can sell the most simple packages or really complex packages because it was made with a coaching business model in mind. So it's going to be able to suit any of those types of packages that you want to create. Now, what happens when you create a package? So the cool thing about Paperbell is that when you create a package, it automatically creates what's called the Paperbell shop. And so this is a little screen grab of it. I'm going to show you a live shop in a moment, but this is why I'm always saying you don't actually need a website to start selling your coaching programs, because when we think we need a website, first of all, a website takes a lot of time and energy and technical knowledge to create. Yes, there are, a lot of easier ways to create websites these days, but when you're just starting out in your coaching business, or even if you already have a few clients, your main focus needs to be on income generating activities. So creating a website tends to just be like a distraction, especially in the beginning of your business. And so a much simpler way to do this and a much better use of your time is to simply use Paperbell. It creates the shop for you automatically. So that way, all you have to do is provide that link to your shop to your clients. So down the line, you can create a website, of course, and then connect everything and all that. But in the beginning, you can just take creating a website off of your plate and literally just have your Paperbell shop, which is where people are going to literally be able to browse all of your offers and click purchase. So that's the most important thing, because now you'll have a way for people to buy directly from you online. So okay, so earlier I was saying you can easily sell and deliver any type of simple or complex package. So this is basically just a slide reiterating that. I just realized this is kind of a duplicate, but so you can create complex offers like group coaching. I've been a part of a few group coaching programs now, and they are awesome. So if that is something that you've been wanting to create and offer in your business, highly recommend. Just speaking as a coach group programs are awesome. You can also offer those one-on-one programs, digital downloads, and you can offer payment plans. As long as you're using Stripe as a payment gateway, as they call it, then you can offer those payment plans. You can also use PayPal, but PayPal doesn't work with the payment plans. So using payment plans, super convenient, because not only does it make your offers more accessible, it also works to create more predictable revenue for you. Um, there could be some customer service that goes into having payment plans, of course, if people like miss a payment or something. But one reason I do like payment plans is that depending on how far out you schedule those payments, you can kind of predict your income and not have to start your month off at zero. As entrepreneurs, it's so um, in the beginning, it can be kind of scary when you're just like, you don't have money maybe from a job. And so you make all this money in one month, but then the first comes around and then it's back to zero, which it can be really daunting. So that's one reason why I love payment plans, because it can give you that predictable revenue. So let's see. Now, one other thing that I love about Paperbell is now your clients are going to have access to all the details that they need. Because when you're using Paperbell, when someone purchases from you, their client portal is automatically created. So they can log in and they can make any changes to their coaching sessions that they need to make. They can see a history of all of the appointments they've had with you, all of the purchases they've made with you. They can download your signed contracts, and then they can access any of the downloads that you've provided to them. So, in case you're wondering how much Paperbell costs $57 per month or $570 for the year. So you do save a little bit if you pay in full, and you can get started with a free trial. I believe the free trial right now is for adding one client, and you can just use that for as long as you need. And you can go to shadayjohnson.com/paperbell, which is my affiliate link. So I appreciate you using that if you choose to do so. No pressure whatsoever. And as an incentive, and thank you for using my affiliate link, I do provide you with my free client onboarding planner. You do just have to send me a DM after you sign up, so that way I can send that document over to you. So you can either just DM me right here on Facebook, which is actually preferred because that's where I spend most of my time. But you can also go over to Instagram at sha-day_Johnson and just simply say, send me the planner or I used your link, give me that planner, whatever you want. And I'll send that right over to you. So let's see. Now I believe the next thing I was going to do is the Q&A. Like I mentioned, I had set up a little thread. Yes. Okay. I set up a little thread. I have it here on my iPad so I can answer some of your questions, but I do see that maybe questions can come through in the chat right now. So if you have any specific questions, just ask them in the chat. Let's see. Let me double check. This Facebook user says, I'm strictly group. I started doing one on one, way too much work and time. Okay, that's a good perspective. So you're only doing group coaching. And you know what? I can totally see that because when you start doing group, I mean, obviously one on one is great, especially for people that actually need that one on one attention. But when you start doing group coaching, you can actually have way bigger impact because there's no limit to how many people can join the group, right? It can be 10 people, it can be 100 people, and you're helping to transform all of that, all of them. So awesome. Congratulations. And let's see. Crushing goals with Karen. Hey, girl. She says, this is great information. Can you link Paperbell to a website? Yes, you can. So basically, what you want to do is let me go ahead and share my screen. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I got to share a different screen here. Okay, here I am. Let me share my other screen. Where am I going here? Here we go. Okay, so now I'm in a live Paperbell account. This is the demo account that I use. And this is an account that I created where inside of my course Power Up with Paperbell, I create this like fake coaching business for Coach Ava. And so I walk you through how to create, all the packages, do all the things. And so to link to your website, what happens is once you create a package, for example, I have all of these packages here that have been created. So this 90-day biz accelerator, for example, when you click on that, you're going to go to sharing, this tab over here, sharing. And then you have these links here that are to your package landing page or to your full shop page. So in order to link, okay, let's say you created this package, the 90-day biz accelerator. Let's say that's your program. And now you have a page on your website and you have a button on that website. All you have to do is copy the link to this landing page and link it to that button. So when someone clicks on that button now they're going to be taken to your package landing page inside of Paperbell. So I'm going to click here on preview. Oh, and you probably can't see that. Hold on. Let me share that tab. There we go. So when I clicked on preview, here is a preview of what this landing page looks like. So it has, all this, this doesn't actually say anything. It's just like dummy text, but you can add the details about your program. You can add photos. You can add testimonials at the bottom. And then you can add little details over here on the right-hand side. And then of course the payment information. And then they just click book now and they're good to go. So crushing goals with Karen. Let me know if that answered your question. All you got to do is basically add that link to the button on your website and you're good to go. Okay, let's go to the next question. Oh, someone said, wish I'd known that first. I'm assuming you're talking about using my affiliate link. That's no problem. I appreciate that. Thank you. If you do still really want that planner, I do sell it. Technically, I think I sell it for like $7 or $9. I can't even remember right now. But if you really want the planner, you can just send me a DM and I'll send that link right over to you so that you can get it. But I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, someone else says, okay, got Paperbell, signed a client. Woo! Congratulations. Did contract. I saw it shows they signed, but it didn't populate her name inside of contract. Okay, so here's the thing. When you set up your contract inside of Paperbell, let me go back to my, hold on. Let me go back to my account. So okay, so this is when you log into Paperbell, this is what you see, right? Now, when you go to packages up here, here's the packages. I'm going to click on the 90-day biz accelerator again. Then you have tabs up here. This one says contract. So here's where you would upload your contract information. Now, when you uploaded your contract, I'm asking this to the Facebook user who asked this question. When you uploaded this, are there actually fillable what's it called? Fillable. Are there areas in the contract where you want the person to fill out information? If so, you need to get rid of that. The reason being is that when you upload this contract, when someone purchases, they are prompted to sign the contract. However, what Paperbell does is they just add a page to the end of the contract, and that is now the signature page. So therefore, you should have no data that needs to be input into the contract at all. It should just be a standard contract for that package. And the way that it's assigned to that person is because that person is the one that's signing it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So basically, if you have any fields that need to be input, you need to update your contract so that it doesn't have that. Because with Paperbell, it just adds that signature page, and then it gets added to their portal, and you get access to it on your side as well. So it's good that she signed it. But if you check the last page, you should see that it says her name and her signature. It just might not be in the area that you wanted it. So let me know if that clears that up, please, in the comments. I appreciate it. Okay, next question is, can you share session recordings in the client portal? Why, yes, you can. So let me go back. Okay, so let me see how I want to explain this. Okay, so for example, if you want to share content with just one individual client, then in that case, you would go to the clients tab up top, and then you would find your client. So you see, I just have a bunch of demo clients here. So let's say you were talking to this amazing client and you recorded your session and now you want to share it with them. You click on their name and then you go to the tab that says private content. And from there, you can add a link to the video. So if I'm assuming it'll probably be a Zoom session. So you would just add link. Now, if it is a Zoom session, you may need to convert it to an MP4 file. And it's really easy to do that online because I think I can't remember off the top of my head, but sometimes when you download Zoom files, it just might be in the wrong format. That's my point. So if it's in the wrong format, just Google how to convert it, and you can usually find a little tool that does it for free, and then you can just add it here. A really easy way would be to just add it to YouTube as like a private video or upload it to Vimeo, and then add that link here. But yes, so let me know if that answers your question. All right. Now, Crushing Goals with Karen says, yes, it does answer your question. Okay, I'm so glad. So we got your website question answered. Awesome. And let's see. Another question, since I'm doing group only, I'll have a standing date for sessions. Is there a way to keep clients from changing dates and times? From Natasha. Hey, Natasha. Thanks for adding your name. Oh, I know. I hate when it says just Facebook user, but here we are. Okay, so group. No, they actually cannot change the dates, and I'll show you why. So if we go back up here to packages, I actually have a sample group program here. So Biz Building Academy is the group coaching program. That's a whopping $1. So on the group sessions tab right here, this is where you're going to set all the dates. They look really light, and that's because they've expired. So sorry if it's hard to see that. But you are the one that is setting the group session dates. And so an invite is sent to each person who purchases. So there's not going to be a way for them to change any of the dates and times unless you go ahead and change them. So no need to worry about that. So let me know if that is clear or if you need some more clarification. And Natasha, I know Natasha is in my Power Up with Paperbell course. So thank you for being a founding member. Your name is right up there. Love it. All right, let's see. Another question. I'm loving all these questions, by the way. This is making me so happy. So you said I just put client. Okay, so this is probably in regards to the contract question we had. It did date and timestamp when she viewed it, etc. Yes, saw that. Okay, so I think that means that you're good, right? Okay, awesome. So, and Natasha said, helps a lot. Thanks. You're so welcome, Natasha. I love you. I love your energy. You are an amazing coach. So, congratulations on getting started with Paperbell. I'm excited for you. Okay, so it looks like I'm done with the chat for now. If you have any more, keep those coming. So now I'm going to move on to the few questions I had in the group thread earlier. So one question is from Yvette Howard. Yvette, if you're here, let me know in the comments because I hope you are. If not, you can watch the replay, obviously. But your question is, do you know if they will revamp the survey to have drop down or multiple choice questions similar to Calendly? Okay, so what she is talking about is the survey option with Paperbell. So survey is basically a questionnaire. So for example, I'm inside of this package right now, and there is this tab here called survey. So actually, I want to show you a different one. Let me go back to packages. A good example of adding a survey is the free clarity call that I have created here. So this is like your sales call. And generally with a discovery call, that's where you're going to be asking like, leading questions or questions about them so that your sales call can be as efficient as possible and you can know as much as possible and, all that. So you can add a survey here. And so to answer your question, Yvette, and you said, I'm here. Awesome. So good to see you. To answer your question, no. I don't know if they have any plans to revamp it to do drop down or multiple choice options. I do think that is an awesome suggestion. I wouldn't be surprised if they do have it on their dream things. The good thing about Paperbell is that since it's like a newer what's it called, newer tool. By newer, I mean it's been around for a few years versus like 10 or 20 years. um and they're always adding new features, so I'm always getting emails saying we've added this, we've added that. So I wouldn't be surprised if it does come up in the future, but I haven't heard about it recently. So when you create a survey, oh actually let me go back, hold on. Okay, so you can go to the survey tab, click on create survey, and then you can choose when this survey is presented to your client. And then you can just add simple questions here. And you can add as many as you want. However, they are only like fill in answers versus multiple choice or drop down, like Yvette was referencing. So there you have it there. Let me go back to surveys and we can view the one that I had. Okay, so this was like a sample of like, what type of business do you want to start? This is if you're a business coach, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you hope to gain from our time together? Questions like that. But then you can also attach this to a package like your one-on-one program or your group program, any questions that you need to know just to make their time with you, the best it can be. You can attach those surveys to any of your packages. Okay, and so Yvette also had another question, which is, if I make a welcome video, can I use that for the particular package for all clients, or will I need to upload it for each individual client? Okay, so I have good news for you, Yvette. You only have to upload it one time. So if you have a welcome video that you want everyone to be able to see when they purchase a particular package from you, here's what you have to do. So let me click on packages up here. Now, let's say you were selling this 90-day biz accelerator, which is the one-on-one program I have set up here. All you have to do is go to the content tab, which is here, and then you can add a link to a video, or you can upload a PDF. So upload a file. So if your welcome video is uploaded here, that means anybody who purchases this is going to receive that inside of their client portal. Now, earlier I had showed the example of sharing a recording with just one particular client. So I'm glad you asked this question because this is the opposite of that when you want it to go to everybody. So let me know, Yvette, if that makes sense, if that's clear, because all you got to do is upload it there and you're good to go. Okay, so those were your questions. And then we had one more question here from T. Hi, T. Let me know if you're here, T. T is also one of my Power Up with Paperbell students. She says, can you have more than one shop? So the quick answer is no. If you want more than one Paperbell shop, then you would just have to have two Paperbell accounts. So earlier I was talking about the shop and I said I'm going to show you an example of it. So let me do that now. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Yvette, you said that that was helpful. You're very welcome. Thank you. Okay, so the shop. This is exciting. So earlier I mentioned if you create a package inside of Paperbell, it automatically creates your shop page. So for example, if I go back to packages here and scroll down, you see I have any package here that you see that has an active status on the right-hand side. Those are the ones that are actually going to show up on the shop page versus if it has an invite only tag, it's not going to show up on the shop page. Those are for ones where you only want the person with the link to be able to access. So if you have like a special VIP client or something, then you can label it as invite only. So when you create a package, let's go ahead and click on one and you go to sharing, you get all those links I was talking about. So earlier I showed you the landing page. You also have your shop page. So if I click on preview, let me go ahead and share that new tab that came up. Here is what, oh, it's kind of enlarged, so that's why it looks weird. Okay, so here's what your shop page looks like. And I think it is amazing because all you had to do was input your package information, add a few photos, add all the details, obviously. But then you can add your logo up here. Like I said, Coach Ava is the fictional business coach that I created inside of my course, Power Up with Paperbell. And I used her business to guide all my students through how to create a thriving coaching business. But she has her free clarity call, her one-on-one program, her group program. She has a live workshop. She has a planner, which is a digital product that she sells. And then she even has a little course that she sells as well. So your shop is automatically created. So you don't actually have to have a website. But if you do, question goes with Karen, then that's totally fine because you can obviously still have your website and just link it to either individual landing pages or link it to your shop page. So Karen, if you don't want to bother with actually creating a bunch of different landing pages on your website, all you have to do is maybe in your menu have a button that says shop and literally just link the link to your shop page on that button. Hope that makes sense. And then it just goes to this beautiful page. They can click learn more on any of these packages. It gives them the landing page, and then they go to book now and start the onboarding process. So T, to answer your question, no, you can't have more than one shop page unless you have two separate Paperbell accounts. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, so does anyone have any more questions? Oh yes, there are more questions here. Okay, so let's see. Hold on. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. Someone said, I assume this was Yvette, yes to the welcome video. I think a welcome video is a great idea. Just add that to your package. It makes your product, so much more personable. So love that. I think I read this one already. That was helpful. Thank you. You're so welcome. Okay, here we go. Another question. So question, how many total packages, products are included with our account? How many can fit on our shop page? From Natasha, guess what? It's unlimited. Unlimited. Unless you haven't paid for Paperbell. Like I mentioned earlier, the free trial that they have is to add one client one client to your account. But even with that one client, you could still have as many products or prep packages that you want. But once you start paying for it, obviously you can have as many clients as you want to sign up for you or with you, and you can create as many packages as you want. Um, so go wild, do what you got to do. And then another question we have, is there a limit to how much we can upload? Okay, good question. So as far as how many items you can upload to the content area, no. However, I do believe that there's a limit on like how big a video could be, but I could be making that up. Hold on, let me actually double check. Let me make sure. Let's see. Let me go back to content. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. So let me share that tab. So if I go back to the content tab that I was sharing earlier, right here, it says, oh, here we go. The max file size is 256 millibytes. So, if you have a, sorry, the sun is in my eye. So if you have a download that's bigger than that, you'll have to just make it smaller. But as far as how many items you can actually add here, there is no limit. So share to your heart's content. And let's see. Oh, hey, Tia. Hello, watching from YouTube. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know if you have any questions. And let's see, we have another. Oh, Tia, you have a question. You said, do you really need a separate email platform beyond Paperbell? I love this question. Okay, so let's see, how do I want to answer? It's yes and no. But here's why. So within Paperbell, right, there is a way to email your clients directly, which I love this feature. It's super convenient. First of all, when you set up your packages on this emails tab, you can set up a bunch of different, well, it doesn't need to be a bunch, but you can set up different automated emails that will get sent directly to your client based on the different triggers that you set up. So for example, this one, if I set up, if they have an appointment set with me, a coaching session one day before, Paperbell's automatically going to send a reminder saying, hey, we're booked for tomorrow. Make sure you show up. Another one is immediately after they purchase, there's an email that's sent out saying, looking forward to working together. Here's additional information you need, all that. Then there's also these reminders to book. So, oh, this is so awesome because it's going to save you so much time, because this is all the admin stuff, the little stuff that adds up to hours upon hours and can get lost in the cracks, lost in the shuffle. But let's say someone has purchased your one-on-one program that has 12 sessions, and maybe you've had 2 or 3 sessions, but they haven't booked, sessions 4 and 5. So if they haven't booked something for like 30 days, you can have this reminder set up to say, hey, you have unbooked sessions with me. Make sure you book those because, depending on what your contract says, maybe they expire after a certain time. So within Paperbell, there's a lot of ways to add automated emails, or just to send an email to your client. However, when you have an email service provider platform such as ConvertKit, which is my favorite, or you maybe have heard of like MailerLite, or Aweber, there's a bunch out there. That is completely separate because that is for marketing to your email list. And so I do think it's super important to do that and to have a separate situation like that, because as an online business owner, you do always want to be growing your email list. So to sum it up and make it simple, basically Paperbell emails are really for existing clients and dealing with existing purchases and, things regarding your programs, versus when you have a separate email platform. Those are for your marketing emails. So it's where you're nurturing people who maybe haven't purchased from you, or you're sending out your newsletter. You've set up a freebie that you offer to grow your email list. So I do think it is important to have that separate. Not required, obviously, because what I love about Paperbell is you can get started with Paperbell, start selling, and then build your email list later. But you'll often hear a lot of times that online business owners, we want to build our email list because that is an actual asset that you own in your business. Because when someone's on your email list, you own their information versus like an Instagram follower. If your Instagram account gets shut down tomorrow, you have no way of getting in contact with all the people that were following you versus with your email list, you always have their information unless of course they unsubscribe. But hopefully that answered that question. I tried to make it succinct because I'm like, I could talk about that all day because I love all of that. But like I mentioned, I do really love ConvertKit. So if you are looking for an email service provider to start with, I like ConvertKit for coaches. I have an affiliate link for them, which is shadayjohnson.com/ConvertKit. But I also have a free, what did I call it? It's a ConvertKit playbook for coaches. And so it's like a free guide that I created to help you get started with that. So if you want the link to that, just let me know. Just put it in the comments and I will get that over to you. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, good. You said, thank you. That makes sense. I'm glad. Awesome. So good luck with that. Let me know what you decide to do. Okay. Ooh, I have another question. Okay. I'm so excited. I love all of these questions. Please keep them coming. So someone says, does Paperbell replace the need to use ConvertKit and or Aweber? Natasha. Okay. So Natasha, I hope you were here this whole time because I literally just went through that whole thing. No, it does not replace the need because like I said, Paperbell emails are really for existing clients, managing your actual clients who have, who are working with you, who have paid you versus ConvertKit or Aweber. Those are where you're sending out your marketing emails, your nurturing emails to just your entire audience, your entire email list. So people who haven't necessarily purchased from you. So definitely keep both. Let's see another question. What happens to client information if we cancel our account? Ooh, good question. You know what? I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know, but I'm going to add that to my list. Let me actually add that to my list. And I will get back to you on that because I don't know. I mean, I hope you don't plan on canceling your account anytime soon, but but I understand if you want to make a change. So let me find out because I don't know. I would assume that it's protected and eventually would just get deleted altogether. My guess is that it's actually in their terms and conditions, which I'll have to read later. I've skimmed it, but I don't remember specifically what it said about that. So thanks for that question. And then let's see. You just answered my question about email marketing. LOL. Okay, I know that's Natasha. Perfect. Okay, so it looks like that's all the questions we have, but I do have one more thing for you. So let me share a different screen. Hi. Let's see. Let me go back to my Canva presentation. Share, share, share. Okay. Oh, Natasha, you said just want to know who owns what. I get it. I get it. Okay, crushing goals with Karen. Do you need another platform like Kartra and Thinkific? Okay, this is a good question. So, simple answer is no. The reason why is because Kartra and Thinkific are really more course platforms. So if you are sticking to coaching services, so either one-on-one programs, group programs, things that coaches do, and even simple courses, because you technically can sell a course inside of Paperbell. And I explain how to do that inside of my course. But it doesn't, since Paperbell is not like a course platform, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. So I'll give you a perfect example. I personally, for my course that I created, use Kartra, but that is because I have a course slash content creation business model. So Kartra just makes more sense for my business model. And then Thinkific is similar, I believe. They're different but similar. Um, so basically, if you're planning on just still offering coaching, mainly coaching services, I would just stick with Paperbell. You don't even need to think about Kartra or Thinkific because that will just complicate things. But if you change in the future and say I want to just be a course creator, then Kartra or Thinkific would make better sense for you. So hopefully that makes sense, Karen. All right, so let's see what other slides I have for you. Hold on, I can't even see my own thing. Here we go. So, oh, I have a special offer. So, as I've been mentioning, I have a course called Power Up with Paperbell. It is the first step-by-step Paperbell course for coaches that want to create a low maintenance and efficient backend system so that you can actually grow to those 10K plus months without any tech overwhelm. So if you go to sha-dayjohnson.com/course, you can get additional information and what's all included. Some of the bonuses that are included are my coaches coaching packages and pricing planner, and also the map out your client VIP day planner. I have extensive modules on every single thing you need to do to optimize your Paperbell account. So if what I was talking about here intrigued you and you're like, I want to learn how to set up my packages for sale. I want to learn how to customize my Paperbell shop. I want to make sure I have an efficient backend system with all of the automated emails set up, with all of the different, features of Paperbell set up to just maximize your account, then this course is definitely for you. So, okay, let me hold on. Another question came in. Let's see. It from Tia. Do you know if Paperbell is considering adding a membership type experience or options similar to Kajabi? So, I don't know if they are considering that. However, if you want to create a membership that is kind of similar to group coaching, and you can create a group coaching program inside of Paperbell. Um, Let me see. So, if your membership consists of providing content to each member, then you're just going to be adding it to the content area, like I had showed earlier. And then if it includes any calls, then you would just be adding those group calls. So you can definitely create a membership inside of Paperbell. Um, I I don't know all of the features of Kajabi just off the top of my head, so I can't say whether or not it's exactly the same because I just haven't looked at that platform in a while. But you for sure could offer a membership with Paperbell. So I'm excited to see what you create. Okay, and then Karen, Crushing Goals, says, I want to do both the course and the coach. Okay, so you can definitely do both with Paperbell. It's just like I mentioned earlier, you can create a course inside of Paperbell. It's just going to be missing some of the bells and whistles. Essentially, what it is uh, let's say your course consists of 10 videos. You're just going to add all those 10 videos um, to the content area, and that's how people will be able to access it. But it's not going to have the bells and whistles, meaning like with Kartra, it gives the little thing that says this is how much you've completed so far, and it does a lot of other things. So if you're just looking for a basic content delivery type system, then you can just use Paperbell. If you want more complex things, then you'll want to consider a different platform like Kartra. So if you have any questions on that, you can always send me a DM as well, because I think you're awesome. But also, I know that, a lot of coaches are starting to offer courses right now, which I think is amazing. And so you can do it with Paperbell. Just know that there's, a few limitations, but if you're looking for something simple, it's definitely going to work. Because really your clients are going to just care about, are they getting the information? They don't care what, all the bells and whistles sometimes. Sometimes that's what we care about. You know what I mean? um, let's see. Um, oh, Natasha says the course is amazing. You did a great job putting it together. Okay, you know what? I didn't even pay her to say that. So that was perfect timing, Natasha. Thank you. I appreciate it. So she's talking about this course right here, Power Up with Paperbell. So you can go to shadayjohnson.com/course to learn more information and get yourself signed up. I look forward to seeing you join us. Here is an amazing testimonial I received from Tawny, aka T, who joined, and she's one of my founding members that's up here on my board. She said, I made the right call in choosing this course. There are so many times I've felt so stupid for getting so overwhelmed by all the tech stuff, and you explain it really well. Oh, thank you, T. She is amazing. And I really appreciate that. First of all, I don't like when any woman thinks that they're stupid because, as we all know, or we should know, there's no woman that is stupid in this world. We just can get a little overwhelmed sometimes. And that's okay because you have showed up to this live knowing that you needed help, right? So, first of all, that shows that you're not stupid. You realize, hey, I need support in this area. So, even if you're not techie, it's totally fine. That's my special skill set, But you know what your special skill set is? It's being a coach. So when you sign up for this course and when you decide you want to streamline and automate your business, now you're going to be able to show up and coach the way you really want to coach. So thank you so much, T, for that. In case you're on this call, I appreciate you. So like I said, go to shadayjohnson.com/course and that's where you can find out additional details. And oh my gosh, Tia, let's see, everyone, I purchased the course 2 weeks ago and it's fantastic. Okay, thank you. I'm trying not to cry. So I really appreciate that. Her YouTube videos are great, but her course really dives deep. I have learned a lot and my shop is looking good. I recommend. Wow. I didn't know you were going to say that, Tia. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that so, so much. I'm going to share this in future videos because you said it better than I ever could have. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate that. Um, oh, that just made my night. You guys are so awesome. So Karen says, thank you, Tia. What is your coaching niche? Yes, please share. And Tia says, it's true. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think I appreciate that so, so much. So I hope you all decide to join. If you haven't yet, I would love to see you over. We have a private Facebook group, and I just love seeing your coaching businesses thrive. So Tia is in leadership coaching. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So, oh, you know what? I forgot I had one more slide. I got too excited. I was like, well, that was end on that great note. This was the last slide. So thank you so much for joining. I want to make sure that we stay connected. So you can join the Facebook group, which is the Paperbell Society, or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Sha-day Johnson 04, or just search Sha-day Johnson. I know it looks like Chada, it's Sha-day. So I really want to stay connected with you. I appreciate you for joining me this evening, this morning, wherever you are. And I will see you next week for the next live stream here with Sha-day Johnson. Let me know if you have any other questions. Feel free to send me a DM, either here on Facebook, leave a comment. I am here for you. So I want to make sure you have everything that you need to make your coaching business thrive, using Paperbell or using any other tool that you decide to use. So thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye.